Hello and welcome back to SIFA Says, SIFA's very own YouTube video series. If you're just tuning in, my name is Jason. I'm one of the English teachers here at SIFA. And today my guest is Hosea, who is also an English teacher here at SIFA.
Hello.
Hello. So Hosea has been in Japan for a while now, and in this video I'm going to be talking to him about what he's been up to in Japan. So maybe let's kick off. First question would be actually, how long have you been in Japan?
Oh, pretty long time. This is my 14th year.
Teaching?
Teaching all 14 of those years.
Wow, my gosh. Okay, fair enough. So after having been in Japan for 14 years, do you speak Japanese?
I can get by day by day on my own.
I see, we're being very conservative here.
Just a little. I can speak a little Japanese.
A little Japanese, okay, fair enough. I think we are playing this down a little bit, but because I think I speak a little Japanese. Yeah.
Okay, I speak a little more than you.
A little more, yeah. A little more, okay. So next question might be, where did you learn your little Japanese?
Very interesting story. When I first came to Japan, I was determined from the beginning to speak Japanese.
Right.
So I did my own self-study in the beginning, using video games and Japanese television. What I would do, I would get a RPG or role-playing video game in Japanese, even though I couldn't read any of the kanji, and I would open up a paper dictionary, every page, trying to find each kanji that I saw, because I really wanted to understand what was happening in the role-playing game.
You just became so much cooler in my eyes right now. I had no idea about that.
Yeah.
Let's go off on a tangent a little bit. Of all those RPGs, which was your favorite?
I'm still a big Final Fantasy fan.
Oh my god, right here. Oh my god. Okay, we just became best friends. Okay. I suppose we can talk about that for hours. We probably could. So let's we'll come back to that on another video. Next video, Final Fantasy SIFA Says video. That's fair enough. So after your self-study.
Yeah, so I started with that. Also television.
Television, of course.
Watching and trying to repeat.
Right.
And maybe about a year or so in living in Japan, I found SIFA. And I had a great teacher. Her name is Kotera Sensei. Great teacher. She explained everything so well, and it was so easy to understand. And from there, my Japanese just took off. And yeah, the rest is history, I guess.
Yeah, nice way to put it. I guess then my next question would be, I mean, from my perspective as a veteran Japanese speaker who speaks a little Japanese, do you have any advice for some others who are learning a little Japanese and are not quite at your little Japanese level yet? This is my catchphrase of the day.
Yeah, I would say it's best to limit your time with English-speaking friends. That's what I did in the beginning. I just stayed away from my English-speaking friends. I joined Japanese clubs. I was singing with Japanese choirs. I tried to find people who had no interest whatsoever in English.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. There you have it. I suppose moving on to another maybe more interesting topic. Are you married?
I am married.
You are?
Yes,
okay.
I am.
Whoa! Oh, have a look. Is that a double band? What's going on there?
Yes, 2 rings here. Yeah.
Oh my god! Two rings in one, or 2 rings?
Two different rings.
2 different rings.
Yeah.
And what are the 2 for?
Well, actually, they both belong to my father, my deceased father.
Right.
So when he passed away the same year I got married. So we thought it would be kind of cool to take his rings and use them for myself.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, looking cool. On this sort of similar topic, where did you meet your wife?
Oh, my wife and I met through a mutual friend. A friend who attended the same church I did.
Right.
And then later moved to Tokyo, where my wife lived.
Lived.
Yes.
Right.
And so this friend went to the church that my wife attended. Lots of difficult English, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're going through tense like crazy.
And the rest is history. She introduced us. And
Done.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay. Let's come back to more serious stuff then. What do you do for work?
work.
Yeah.
I'm an English teacher.
I had no idea.
Several things. Well, of course, teaching English is one.
Mm-hmm.
I also work in a sports club, even with this great body, I know. Right? And I'm also a wedding pastor. Maybe these all fall under the umbrella of being a missionary in Japan. So I'm a missionary, and I do everything else is kind of like a secondary type of thing.
Oh, fair enough. So if I'm ever looking to get married, you're my man.
I can do it.
Yeah, fair enough. All right. Yeah. Okay. Cool. I guess then we've talked about work, we've talked about language learning and all that. Maybe onto some more fun stuff. Maybe some more Final Fantasy. What are your hobbies in Japan? What else do you do on the side?
On the side, well, I already said games. I love video games. It's kind of my stress reliever, playing games. Besides that, I do lots of singing, and I started an organization called Hope for Japan, and we deal a lot with suicides in Japan.
Wow.
And when I say deal with suicides, basically I mean we try to help people understand that in order to reduce the numbers of suicide, we all need to be involved.
Right. So, is it similar to Beyond Blue that we have in Australia? I'm not sure if you've heard about that, where we have helplines and things like that, where people can call in.
It's slightly different from that. So actually, we have all those numbers available for anyone who may be considering suicide.
Right.
But our main target is usually that person's family.
I see, right. So it's more of an awareness and... Right.
The family is the first line of defense.
Good call, right. Fair enough. Okay. And I hear that you do some stuff with gospel work, and you mentioned that you sing in choirs and things like that.
Yeah. Well, I'm African American. Can you tell? So singing is a very big part of my culture.
Right.
And I decided that it would be great to use that here in Japan, especially working with families of suicide victims and doing our awareness concerts and all. So I sing as a means to deliver a message.
Fair enough. Okay. I understand that you have a concert coming up.
I do!
How did I know that?
Shameless plug! I do have a concert coming up. This is the flyer for it. Maybe Jason can put this up closer later for you guys to see.
Yeah.
December 12th. It's a Saturday at a place called Esaka Hall. From Esaka Station, it's about a 2 or 3 minute walk. And this is another one of our awareness concerts. The title of this is Tayanai Kazuku. Tayanai Kazuku Itis. And so basically we're, again, telling people again that family is the number one. I can't speak English right now. I want to speak in Japanese, but I'm not going to speak in Japanese. Family is the first defense against people committing suicide. So it's very important for families to know what's happening. You should know where your children are. You should know how your children are feeling. You should be concerned about how your wife is feeling. Your wife should be concerned about the husband, and you should talk. Many times suicide can be avoided if we just talk. So at this concert, again on December 12th, this year, 2015, starting from
Is it on the phone?
Starting from 3 p.m. 3 p.m. we're going to sing and dance and give you this lovely message. I gathered lots of my friends and my family as well will be there. If you have time, please come and support.
Special effects.
前売り券3000円です。当日券は4000円になります。
Sounds good. I guess we're basically running out of time, but I suppose to put you on the spot at the last minute, did you have anything that you wanted to say to whoever is watching before we wrap up? Maybe goodbye.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching. That's it. All right. Thanks very much. I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
See ya.